back from a 6-month hiatus in a brand new studio overlooking the coast of Smithville. So, Alexis Archer is not here because she is dealing with a personal vaginal issue. You can quote me. You can tell her I said that.
Oh.
She's gonna be all weirded out. It's okay. She doesn't have health care. She'll be okay. But with me today is my friend Jodi Miller, who I called in.
What's up? What's going on?
With Blanche.
Very excited with Blanche.
You guys are the same fall colors.
We sure do. We dyed our hair together.
It's great. So Jodi's not going to be doing Alexis's part because she couldn't, because that requires half a brain. But Jodi will be here throughout for quips and quippy quips. All right, let's get to the show. Let's get. Oh,
hey.
Okay. I was right. All right, let's get.
Hey, what about me?
Oh, and Brian.
Yeah.
You're out of sight, out of mind.
You usually say super
producer. I'm sorry, mega producer.
Oh, I've got an upgrade?
Monolithic producer.
Oh, I got an upgrade now that we're in HD. Thank you very much,
You got an upgrade because I forgot.
Okay, that's how you make up for it?
You get an upgrade and a Get Glue badge. How's that sound?
Oh, nice. Get Glue.
Is the stream on Get Glue?
I think so, yeah.
Well, then I must check in.
All right.
I must get a badge in the mail.
Yes.
Let's get to the hard-hitting facts that hold you after. Dateline! This is the news that you need to know that you might already know because it's already Saturday. As the young people of America continue to occupy Wall Street, downtown LA, waiting for the graphics. Wall Street, downtown LA, Washington, Chicago, and Elk Springs, Wyoming. I'm just kidding, they're not really there. It's actually just 3 elk that we found at a watering hole, but it was the densest population we could find in Wyoming. As they continue to gather at these places in an effort to get the power away from the government and large corporations, I can't help but think what their parents might think. That's right, the baby boomers that initiated this entire sit-in mentality. And if they saw what their kids were doing, their first thought would probably be, why aren't you at work? Get a job. I know this whole thing is about because people don't have jobs, but if you guys are so poor, why are you tweeting about it from your iPhone 4? Priorities are out of whack. I think what started as a good idea sort of unraveled into just this communist viva la revolucion kind of mentality, and what they're asking for is kind of scary. Among their list of demands, one was universal health care. No, stop with that, all right? It's enough, because I don't know if you realize more universal health care, more government, which is a thing that you don't like. How are you enjoying those paved roads, by the way? That's what the taxes are for. I just want to point it out. You've seen what a pain in the ass it is to go to a courthouse to pay a traffic ticket. Now imagine that 10 times worse, but your spleen hurts, and you're in a shitty doctor's office, and this is the guy treating you. It's a lot funnier when there's more people here. It's just a point. You want a choice in your doctor. So unless you enjoy living in Cuba, probably not a good idea. Bye, Dr. Nick. They also have a demand they want racial and gender amendment, which I don't understand why you'd bother. As far as I'm concerned, as a woman, I have the God-given right to cry at work, and I intend to keep it. You're all communists. Dateline! Roswell. It's not about aliens, though, which would be a lot more fun. A woman faces charges after police say that she put out an ad on Craigslist to buy drugs. Now, when I think drugs, I don't think pot, but get the fucking alien out of here. It's creepy. Roswell police arrested Anamika Dave, 29, this week after officers posing as sellers arranged to meet her via text messages. In her ad, she typed that she was looking for Mary Jane. I think she should be arrested for saying Mary Jane. Have you ever called it that, Jodi, in the other room?
No, I would never call it that, ever.
Like, even saying pot, people would be like, what do you call it that for?
You don't call it pot, either.
What do you call it?
You call it a joint, you call it...
You don't call it a joint if it's not a joint.
Well,
wait, I totally call it pot. What else?
Pot?
Pot's okay. Pot,
yeah,
no,
pot.
pot's cool. No,
weed?
Yeah.
Weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That sweet Sheba?
Oh. Here's my
Kush?
question. She was doing it on
Kush?
Kush is only if it's cushy. If it's like
cushy?
swag.
You feel cushy after you smoke it.
Only if it's Kush.
I feel cushy all the time.
Wow.
She should be arrested not only for using the term Mary Jane, but here's my question. Since it was on Craigslist, I wonder how many roses she said she'd pay for it. She's probably a prostitute. Good work, New Mexico. Way to fight the war on crime, 1 dime bag at a time. I didn't realize how much I knew about marijuana until just now.
The chat room is saying ganja. They're also saying reefer. They say herb.
For the pushing.
The icky, sticky
I think it's a regional thing, because I remember when I was high school, it was a big deal. Like, do you say smoke up or smoke down?
Did you smoke pot in high school?
Yeah. That's where I learned all this stuff. I don't smoke now. I'm an adult with a mortgage.
Bad girl.
Shut up,
Bad
Jodi.
girl. Bad girl.
Stupid fat Jodi.
Stupid fat.
Stupid fat Jodi. No one likes Jodi. We're talking. What was it about pot? I don't. What was it? What the hell were we just talking about? I had something funny to say. Oh well. I forget.
What'd you call it in high school? That's what
that's what it was. Thank you. God. People always said smoke out, and that always bothered me because it sounds like eat out, and that always grossed me out.
Ew.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think that's gross at all. I see nothing wrong with that.
Guys should never think that's gross. You should be doing it all the time.
Why do you think I have a desk here?
Dateline!
The Obama administration announced Friday that it is chopping out a giant piece of the landmark healthcare bill, the Class Act. Oh! Class Act couldn't find the soundbite. It's not online.
I'm leaving that off the whole story now.
That's fine. Class Act actually stands for Community Living Assistance Services and supports what? More taking care of people. Awesome. The Class Act was a significant piece of the healthcare bill because it helped make. The idea was for it to make the deficit neutral over a period of about 10 years. The enrollees in it would be paying premiums into it, but they wouldn't be able to collect the benefits till 2016. And if there's one thing America loves, it's blindly throwing money into a program that you may or may not reap the benefits of. Don't know about it? Well, ask your grandkids where their Social Security is. That was the most poignant political thing I had to say all day.
I'll get that in a few minutes, definitely.
Well, you won't, is the thing. You won't be paid that.
Oh. I've never even got an unemployment check, so.
Really?
Never. Not
Don't,
one.
I feel like you have to pay that shit back, too, because I had no employment, so I don't pay back.
No.
Too many people. Well, then I overpaid in taxes. I think I marked the wrong box. I think I said I had dependents when I had a cat. Dateline! Maze. A voice record. Okay, so this family went out in Massachusetts, and you'll know they're from Massachusetts by the accent, and they went to like a corn maze like we do in the fall, and they got lost, which I think is funny. If you're dumb enough to get lost in a corn maze, you should stay lost in the corn maze. Check out the call.
Hi, I just called. I'm still stuck at Corners Farms. I don't see anybody. I'm really scared. It's really dark, and we got a 3-week-old baby with us.
Relax. Calm down. Your husband's with you, right?
Yes, but my baby.
I understand, and the police officer is on the way.
We thought this would be fun. Instead, it's a nightmare. I don't know what made us do this. It was daytime when we came in, and I never take my daughter out. This is the first time. Never again. Thank you guys so much.
Okay, so first of all, it's a nightmare. Either that or you're the wife from All in the Family.
What are you doing with a 3-week-old baby?
Well, you can't leave it at the hospital.
Well, you can leave it with a friend. You don't take a baby to a cornfield.
She thought it would be safer with her. And quite honestly, I think she's giving the 911 operator a little too much information. Sound like someone went to the maze with Cocaine Bear! Yes! Look at that thing. How funny is that?
I love it. That's my favorite.
People have tried to do other ones, but that's the original and that's the best one. It's in his beard. It's in his bear beard.
I look like that in college.
Heavy and cocaine?
Yeah, all coked out.
If you do cocaine all the time and you're that heavy, you have to be eating so much.
So much.
Oh, it's a fast track to... Oh, and also, why don't they call it a maze? Am I the only one that thinks that's brilliant?
Because it's like corn?
Yeah!
Yeah, it's spelled differently, that's why.
I know.
I know.
It's a homonym. An alliteration and a homonym. I think it's a homonym. Dateline! I got a job. That's right. I am the host of a new dating show that is on 5 nights a week in syndication, meaning that it is not on a specific network. You have to check your local listings. So go to excusetv.com, and then there's a link for listings. I was too lazy to look up all your cities, because I don't care. So here's a clip from the show. You guys gonna have fun on your dates?
Yeah.
You gonna bring it?
Definitely, yeah.
Let's bring it in. Big girls have more fun.
What? Big girls. What do you mean,
Who's a big girl?
She's tall. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
Big hair. That's what I meant, big hair.
Girl.
Lost my friends. To be fair, those girls were over 6'2". One of the one in the red held Blanche the whole time, and my dog was either super comforted or terrified.
Did you honestly offend them? Like with
No, no, they were cool. You're gargantuan. You're gonna have to take a couple cracks. Maybe they'll become comedians and better for it. Incidentally, if you live in the Los Angeles area, we are doing a comedy show this week. It's
Yay.
for Excuse. It's going to be sponsored by K-Rock, and I believe Ustream. I'm not sure I shouldn't have said that. And it's going to be down 3rd Street Promenade at Yankee Doodles, which is a giant bar. You're invited. I have a bunch of my friends on the show, including Jodi Miller.
I'm on the show, but I'm not on the flyer. So,
Jodi, if you look at the flyer, let's go to the flyer.
yeah.
You
Looking
can't
at
wear a body shaper like I can.
I'm shocked that you're in that body shaper. It just looks like a tube. You look hot. You look great, but
Thank
that's
you.
a blue. That's like
It's
one
a
of those.
blue I actually wasn't
floaties.
wearing one. Doesn't that look like such a before, like an after diet picture? Like
It
I
does.
lost all the weight from eating flames.
Except you're not tan. Because have you ever noticed in the before and after pictures, they're usually much more orange.
You look like my after picture.
I am. I'm the after picture.
Oh, my hair got darker. Anyway, so Jodi's going to be there. J. Chris Newberg, who's been on the show, and my friend Mark Ellis, who might have been on the show. He does that show, Schmoes Know, where they review movies. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I encourage you to go to excuse.eventbrite.com for tickets.
Come out.
Come out, come and see the show. There's gift bags, and there's going to be a lot of alcohol for free.
I'll
And I'll
drunk.
be there. But I will pretend like I don't know you. And you'll be there.
I'll be there.
You'll have to shake the hands of everyone I won't touch.
I will. I'll shake everyone. I'll shake other things too because I'll be getting drunk.
Oh, yeah. Jack neat. Jodi only drinks Jack.
Jack's a good friend of mine. Jack and I are very close.
Let's get to some nerd news. Now, we decided not to upload the graphic in HD because Alexis wasn't here, so I'm going to...
It'd be wrong.
It would be wrong.
It'd be wrong to do nerd news without, officially nerd news without, but you're going to tell us about something nerdy?
Well, initially I was going to half-ass it and be like, iPhone, people like them. But I decided that you deserved better as the audience that stuck with me for the 6 months when I wasn't on the air. So,
Speaking of that, Multiverse One says, holy shite, the show is back? It's like my birthday or something.
Tell him no, it's not back. It's a figment of your imagination. All right, so here I go. This is my first foray into the techie world of nerd news.
Uh-oh.
Be gentle. Nerd news. You know, I've always been a Blackberry fan. I have a Blackberry. I had a smartphone before that. I had a Trio, and then I've had a Blackberry for about 4 years now. But last week's massive Blackberry network outage was a little scary. I don't know if anyone else... Oh, you don't have a Blackberry.
I don't have BlackBerry.
You have like a sidekick.
I have a droid, a sidekick.
Well...
Droid.
Droid.
More and more people are now leaving their berries in favor of the iPhone or the Android for assholes. A big reason, MSNBC says, the BlackBerry has been losing ground in the business market to the iPhone and, to a lesser extent, devices running Google's Android software as companies gradually allow their employees to choose their own mobile devices. Remember, for a while, if you were like with a big corporation, you had to have a BlackBerry. My dad has that one, and he loves it. He's like, I'm on a network.
They still do, though. They really still do. Most corporations do still have BlackBerries.
No, they're moving away from that now. My dad has one. He's like, I can't look at your pictures. It's on. I'm locked in. I'm on the network. He loves it. BlackBerry, powered by RIM, Research in Motion, was the leader.
Rim.
Oh, we're not doing that? Okay. They were the leader in protecting company data, but the recent outage showed their huge weakness because all of the information on BlackBerries travels to one location. It's like their motherboard. And that kind of shows your weakness because if that thing blows up, then you have nothing versus iPhones or Androids, and they have multiple parts, like systems that they go through. So we have a central nervous system on BlackBerry, and everything else is just scattered everywhere. So the whole thing could shut down via a specified location. So that's why people like iPhones and Androids better. But they still can't get wet. So still a fucking phone, people. Anyways, REM, RIP. You guys are going down. I'll have to get an iPhone and join the rest of the world. That was my nerd news.
You actually tried that once. You had a droid for a very short period of time.
I did.
Remember that? It was horrifying. It was horrifying for you.
I was so upset because it wouldn't make calls. The speakerphone did everything but do what a phone should do.
Like take pictures of the food you're about to eat and post them on Twitter.
People like to know what I'm eating.
I know.
I'm gonna eat you in a second. Oh, that came out wrong. Oh.
What? Yes? Wait, well, chat room vote.
No, I don't want to hear it. Coming up next, who should be shot?